Good morning. Welcome to Montana Farm Bureau's virtual farm tour. My name is Gil Gasper. I'm with Macomb County Farm Bureau over in Circle, Montana, and today we're going to be taking you through the process that happens at a meat processing plant. So before we get started, like I said, my name is Gil Gasper. I operate T&G Processing along with a farm and ranch over in Circle, Montana with my wife and our two boys, Bronson and Seeley. My wife's name is Tracy. So before we get started, I want to remind you, if you have any questions or you want to share something that you learned today, type it in the comment section below or leave us a comment and say hi. We want to know that you're tuning in with us. So I guess what we'll do to start out with, I will just take you through the plant, show you some of the equipment, and kind of talk about what we do and how it's done and the process along the way. So here we are. This is the outside of the plant. We've made some additions over the years, but when you bring your animal, the first thing you do is you'll drop it off in these receiving pens, and then from there they'll go into the facility where they're processed. And we do sheep, goats, hogs, beef, and then during hunting season we also do wild game. So this is the when you walk into the facility. So the animals will come in over here, and then they'll be processed using this hoist here, and that's how we get them into the facility. Every animal that comes in, it's tagged with your name, and then it's brought over and put onto this rail system. That rail system, it's hooked in with this, so I'll turn that on. That's just a scale. When you process livestock, what you want to do is get a hot weight on them. They tend to shrink with the moisture as they age. So that's the inside of the plant here. Kind of give you an idea of what it looks like when they first come in. And this right here, what that is our walk-in cooler, and that cooler is used for aging beef. Some people like their beef aged 7 days, some people like it aged 21 days, but in this cooler, it's temperature controlled at 36 degrees, and we can put your beef in there on the rail and allow it to age as long as you want, and then take it in for processing. So I'll just open this up and you can get a look at what it is. So in here, you can see down there, there's all the beef that are hanging in here. Right now, there's about 25 beef in here, but we can get anywhere from 25 to about 35 beef. We'll go down here and move into the cutting room. The cutting room, this is where we bring the animals in. We transition them on from a 13-foot rail down to a 7-foot rail. We're a Bobcat fan here. I went to Montana State. So we'll bring the animals in here on this rail, and I'll show you. This last week we did take in some hogs. We processed them on Friday, and we'll start cutting them on Monday. So one of the first things that we do when you bring the animal in, we're gonna break the animal down and we're gonna process it. So some of the equipment that we use, this is a bandsaw. This is what would cut your steaks and your roasts. You can make T-bone steaks, ribeye, chuck roast, but that's what you use to cut the products into what you'd see in a grocery store. When that's done, these are the lugs where your trim would go into, and the trim is what you'd use for hamburger, sausage, jerky, that kind of things. Everything that goes out is put through a vacuum sealer, which is what this is. Just takes all the air out so that you have a product that doesn't get freezer burned. A couple other things in here. I mean, there's a scale. We can weigh out the weight of the product and the name of it. This is also a cuber. If you like cube steaks, it tenderizes the meat. So to finish out here, what we're going to do, I'll show you some of the finished product that we have. We've got some smoked products, some fresh products. Just to show you what the final step is before the customer comes and picks up their product. So in here, what this is our cold storage, the freezer. You can see right now, it's at 2 below zero. But when the product is all cut and finished, what we do is we take it into the freezer. This is where all the product gets put before customers come and pick it up. Like I said before, just some of the different products that are available, like for beef, we've got cube steak. Over here, there's some ribeye, some New York strip, and then hamburgers packaged in. And tubes like this, it's all air sealed so that there isn't any freezer burn. And we can come around in here. This is one of the freezers that we use, but we've also got, if you had hogs, of course you get bacon, something that everybody loves, or at least my family does. We also have hamburger patties, different things, jerky. So that takes us through the process here as far as what happens at a processing plant. We're so glad you joined us today at my family's meat processing plant in Circle for the Montana Farm Bureau's virtual farm tour. Remember, if you have any questions or a story, type them in the comments and we'll read them and respond. Thank you very much.